What's up, guys? Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful day today. My name's Jeff, but you can call me Punchster. And for today's video, I'm bringing you 7 multiplayer tips for Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So for tip number 1, there's nothing too groundbreaking here, guys, but you can start by turning off motion blur and film grain. These just make the game look a little more cinematic, but it makes it a lot more difficult to see the enemies, which is definitely not good. Another setting you should tweak is your sensitivity. So in past Call of Duties, I've been at like a 4 or 5 sensitivity, and that just seems way too slow for Modern Warfare. So I bumped it up to a 6, and now I'm even at a 7, and it just feels way better. So start by upping your sensitivity as soon as you can. For tip number 2, you're going to want to sprint as little as possible. So obviously when you spawn in at the back of the map, it's okay to run up into the action. But as soon as you get there, sprinting is only going to get you killed. I find that 9 times out of 10, if I'm sprinting while I get into a gunfight, I'm going to lose that battle. So I'm not telling you guys to camp or anything. Just take a little more time maneuvering the map, and always look up for those head glitching assholes. So tip number 3 is pretty simple, and it is shoot everything that moves. So what I mean by that is when you're in the scenario where you see a guy for like 1 second before he goes behind cover, just take some shots at him, because the time to kill is like ridiculously low in this game, so you'll probably end up getting the kill. In past Call of Duties, if I were in this scenario, I'd probably hold my fire because I'd just hit him a few times and he'd go around the corner, and then he'd end up knowing where I was and I'd get turned on. But in this game, since you melt people ridiculously quick, just take a few shots at him and you'll probably get the kill. So for tip number 4, I have either used the M4 or the Kilo. These guns are the best guns in the game, I find so far. You can't go wrong with either one. I prefer the Kilo because it has the extended mags attachment, and both these guns just melt. They're good at long range, they're good at close range. I've tried using some submachine guns, and I just find that the long range is not very good, and then when you're up close, you're not even that much better than with an M4 or a Kilo. So if you want to do good, stick to using the M4 and the Kilo at least to start off. For tip number 5, I have learn the maps and memorize where all these campers like to pitch their tents. So I heard a lot of talk about this game having a lot of campers, and I'm pretty sure the reason for that is because the maps are a little bit weird. There's like a billion different spots where people can be hiding. So here I'm going to show you guys an example of a way you can change the routes you take to limit the amount of people that could see you. Here I have a little click on Ramaza. Say you hop over this little sandbaggy area, you can get shot from the doorway here, up there, right there, the stairwell, and then all the way across that fucking catwalk right there. It's just, there's a lot of spots where you can get shot from. So you can take in a different approach here. You can run up this side, you can clear up top, clear the doorway, come around here, clear the stairwell, and then clear up top there. Do a little jump shot around the corner, boom, boom, boom. Take everybody out down the hallway, and you can probably find spots like this all throughout the map where you don't expose yourself to all the different hiding spots you can get shot from, but this is just one example. You got to learn the way to not expose yourself from all these campers. For tip number 6, I have a look at your radar and not just your mini-map. So for this year, Infinity Ward has decided to get rid of the mini-map that we all know and love and replaced it with a mini-map and a radar. The mini-map just shows you where the location of your teammates are, and if you have a UAV up, it'll show you where the enemy is. But for the most part, when there's no UAV, you want to be looking up at the radar because it gives you the little red dots where the enemies are shooting from. It doesn't give you an exact location like it did in past Call of Duties, but it gives you at least the direction where the enemies are, so you can work your way towards them instead of just running around aimlessly around the map. But I still find my eyes drifting towards that mini-map and just staring at the mini-map instead of up at the radar. So that's something that's definitely going to take some getting used to, but you're going to want to look at that radar a lot more than that mini-map, unless you have a UAV up or you're just trying to see where your team's at. So most of you are probably already following tip number 7, but if you're not using a headset, you definitely need to start using one. So there's no dead silence perk in this game, and that makes the enemy's footsteps like ridiculously loud, and you really need to be taking advantage of that by using a headset or a pair of headphones that you got lying around. Just plug that into your controller and you'll be listening to enemies' footsteps and knowing the location of the enemy before you even see them, and that just makes you a whole lot more prepared for when you get into a gunfight. So yeah, a headset is a must for this game. Well, we made it to the end. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm gonna leave you guys with a little final tip here, and that's try to have fun playing the game and don't get super frustrated at first. This game is a lot different than most recent Call of Duties in recent memory, and it takes a little bit of time getting used to. But at the end of the first weekend, I'm starting to have a lot more fun playing this game, and I just think some people aren't happy with it, and if you're not, like, just be happy that we have a different Call of Duty. Like, it feels refreshing and new, and it's just nice to play it. So I'd say stick it out for a couple hours if you're not enjoying it, and just try to get used to it. Follow some of the tips I've said, and then maybe you'll end up liking this game. I still find myself saying this game sucks, but I really say that about every Call of Duty that comes out. The maps could be better, but whatever. It's been fun so far, and I plan on making some more Call of Duty videos for you guys. So if you want to stick around, hit subscribe, like the video, that'd be pretty sweet. And yeah, thanks for watching.